Now to our big story tonight. Local 15 News was the only crew on the scene as this man, Andre Kirksey, was taken into custody. He has been charged with shooting a man outside an ABC store in Mobile. The 34-year-old victim was shot in the forehead on Monday. Local 15's Trish Williford was on the scene when Kirksey was arrested. She joins us now from our mobile newsroom. And Trish, dozens of officers armed with high-powered weapons took part in the capture.
Yeah, Greg, you're right. Police wanted Kirksey off the streets immediately, but they wanted to get him as safely as possible. You're looking at exclusive video of the takedown. Around 4 p.m., about 20 members of the Mobile Police Tactical Unit converged on this home on Theodore Dawes Road. Minutes later, they found their man, 22-year-old Andre Kirksey.
Mr. Kirksey was occupying a white SUV when the victim pulled into the parking lot. He fired a shot through the windshield, striking the victim one time in his head.
That assault happened Monday, right here in the parking lot of this ABC store on Bellingrath Road. The 34-year-old victim was shot as he sat inside this vehicle. He's expected to survive. Back here on Theodore Dawes, police interviewed several people inside the home shortly after Kirksey was captured. We even tried to get some answers from the folks inside. I'm Trish Williford with Channel. Well, no answers from her. Tonight, Kirksey remains behind bars. Police do believe he has some connection with the victim. Kirksey is charged with assault as well as shooting into an occupied vehicle. Live in Mobile, Trish Williford, Local 15 News.
Tonight, a man who was called in to testify is talking exclusively with Local 15 News. Our Trish Williford is live from our mobile newsroom in the Bayou tonight. Trish, he tells us investigators are sifting through some 70 boxes of city paperwork.
Greg, you're right. You know, federal investigators want to know everything about what's going on behind closed doors. They've even tracked down a former member of the city council to help them fill in the details.
They say time heals all wounds, time also shows all demons.
The town of Biola Battery is under a federal spotlight tonight. Investigators want the details of every city council meeting dating back to 2005 after Hurricane Katrina. They also want information pertaining to certain transactions of property within the city that occurred back in 2007. Henry Barnes, a former city council member, spent nearly 2 hours answering questions for federal investigators today. He even brought his laptop that he says contains thousands of emails where he has questioned certain transactions involving the city.
When you misuse tax dollars and money given to you by the federal government and by other entities, you know, it should be spent right.
Local 15 News attempted to get a statement from Mayor Stan Wright about this investigation. His office referred us to the city attorney.
I think everything the city did has been upright and forthcoming, and it's the city's position has nothing to hide and looks forward to working with the FBI to resolve the matter.
And in this day and time of the good old boy politics, that needs to go to the wayside.
The questioning is far from over for former city councilman Henry Barnes. He's set to appear before a grand jury next week. Live in Biola Battery, Trish Williford, Local 15 News.
Trish Williford is live from our mobile newsroom. Trish, now some employees have actually got a portion of their back pay.
Kim, you're right, and they were happy to get it. You know, the company CEO called this a very unfortunate situation, one he hopes will be cleared up by next week. But on last week, there were about 200 angry workers who did not receive their paychecks. Company CEO Bill Roberts says this happened because several large checks, one from Medicaid for over $1 million, did not come in. Roberts called it an isolated event.
People get scared when their income is tampered with, and they've got all these obligations they've got to meet, and they don't get their paychecks. They, you know, scare me. It hurts when we can't, when something happens like this.
And Roberts is aware that a few of his employees quit following this incident. He wants to reassure the ones who stayed that they will get paid by next week. Live in Mobile, Trish Williford, Local 15 News.
Local 15's Trish Williford joins us live from our mobile newsroom. Trish, residents have now come together to petition this.
Greg, absolutely. They're going to get together actually tonight in just a couple hours. But you already know there's retail development all along Government Street. Check out just right across the street, as you said, a Dollar Tree along with several other stores 1 block away. There's a Dollar General. And very soon, as you said, Greg, there will possibly be yet another dollar store in this closed building right here, and residents say they have simply had enough. They're getting petitions together and will go before the Metropolitan Planning Commission to protest this new development. Members of the Lioncoff Historic District say this latest development will only add to the congestion on Government Street. So tonight, they will meet to discuss their next move. And by the way, one city council member is in full support of their plan. We're going to have full details for you coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Live in downtown Mobile, Trish Williford, Local 15 News.
Play something, Daddy.
Well, it sounds just like the old days on this Wednesday afternoon in the Holmes household. It's hard to believe that just one day earlier, this family was dealing with a heartbreaking situation.
Most of the time, this does not feel like his home. But last night, he was glad to be home.
I can just say it's wonderful, that's all I know.
Country music legend Clint Holmes is thankful to be back home safe and sound. Family members say he took off in his truck Tuesday morning from his Saraland home and had no idea where he was going. A neighbor saw him speed away. Holmes has suffered from Alzheimer's for 10 years now.
I was just so afraid that he would get away from his truck. And once that happened, he would not know where to go or what to do.
Holmes' truck broke down nearly 100 miles away in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. That's when 2 guardian angels, as family members call them, came to the rescue.
We have no idea what her name is, but I am so appreciative.
The 94-year-old can still play his mandolin and still sings, and he remembers clearly his days on the road with Hank Williams Sr. He especially remembers the fans.
Sometime you'd have to get the police to keep them off of it.
Holmes wants to say a big thank you for all the thoughts and prayers, and especially to those who helped him in his time of need.
Wow, we are so happy to see Clint back at home. And, you know, it's amazing. He's doing well as far as the music is concerned. And we understand that the family actually goes out and tours still, right?
Can you believe they're still hitting the road? They just performed back in May at the Hank Williams Festival.
Right.
They're going to hit the road again this fall for the Peanut Festival in Georgiana. It's going to be a good time for those folks.
Singing family.
Yeah.
All right, Trish,